Hi, today we will be learning about high leverage practice number 11, identifying and prioritizing long and short-term learning goals. The number one thing that is most important to remember when identifying these goals is making sure that we are truly identifying where the student's needs lie. The best way to determine this is by first and foremost looking at the state standards for that student's grade. We can then move into doing assessments and grade level benchmarks to determine where that student is struggling and where they are meeting the state standard. We then need to look at where the student's current performance is at within the classroom. We need to be looking at the current curriculum and making sure our goals are aligning with not only their current performance, but also with the curriculum being taught in their classroom. Long-term goals are the measurable goals developed by the student's IEP team based off of the student's unique needs. Those unique needs are determined by those assessments and grade level benchmarks that are performed before developing the IEP. Once the long-term goals are set, the teachers can backwards plan to form short-term goals. The short-term goals are essential in helping the teacher plan daily lessons and find work that meets the student's unique needs. These short-term goals and these daily lessons for the student are going to be essential to build the foundation for them to be able to eventually meet that long-term goal that is set in place for them. When developing long-term goals, it is important to really determine what the student is falling behind in, where their real area of struggle is. Then we can base our goals off of that specific area of need. The long-term goals are set for an IEP year. So if an IEP is created in April of one year, it will go through to April of the next year, not necessarily just for a school year. So sometimes we have to think ahead to next school year and what the expectations might be for middle of next school year. So sometimes goals can seem maybe really ambitious or really big, but that's where those short-term goals come in to provide a stepping stone for the student to build those essential foundational skills to eventually meet that long-term goal, continuing to grow and develop their academic skills to eventually meet those state standards for their current grade. Again, just to emphasize, prioritizing what is most important for students to learn, developing long-term goals accordingly. So being able to kind of weed out the non-essential information that could potentially be gathered from all of the data you will have going into goal setting and looking at where the student is truly struggling and knowing where those foundational skills could be lacking. Those are going to be our most important things for ensuring that our student can be successful and be with their general education peers and thrive alongside them.